Hello there, I'm Debbie Skyrme. I'm Celebrant Spain because I'm a celebrant in Spain. And today I've got with me Sylvia Mather. Now, Sylvia, explain to everybody who you are and what you do, because you've got a really interesting twist on the wedding community, haven't you, and how you can help them.
Yeah, I have. It's something quite unique. So, yeah, my name's Sylvia. My business is Hummingbird Hypnotherapy. So, there you have it. Hypnotherapy, that's what I do. I'm a hypnotherapist. However, I have developed some specific wedding packages alongside my business. The reason I started doing that was I was working with people who were struggling with anxiety and stress. They were perhaps wanting to make lifestyle changes, maybe lose some weight, find motivation to exercise, that sort of thing. And I got to thinking, these are sort of the issues that people go through when they're planning a wedding. And then I also did a little bit more research, and the amount of people who said that their wedding day was really stressful and worrying, and they were kind of glad when it was finished and everyone went home, was quite upsetting, really, because you're like, well, it's your wedding day, it should be a lovely day. And then other people with reports, that they they felt really self-conscious with everyone looking at them, or they didn't really want everyone seeing them in their dress because they weren't happy with the way that they looked, and all of those sorts of issues that as a hypnotherapist I work with people all the time, on their confidence and how they feel about themselves. And again, I thought, this is a wonderful day that people are having, and should be feeling nice. There's enough rubbishy days in the world. I think on your wedding day you should be feeling good. So yes, I developed these two programs that are on the website. One of them is around general lifestyle changes and well-being. So it's tailored to the individual person though. So I say it's a program, but each individual will come with different issues. So I'll just give an example. The last bride that I worked with was particularly worried about trying on her wedding dress. She didn't want to go because she felt self-conscious. So we worked on that. Her partner wanted to lose some weight, so we worked on that. But really, the pair of them, all they really did was change some eating habits, and they just stopped eating sort of fatty foods. We didn't have to do anything major changes around that. And they lost some weight because of it. And then their confidence grew. The other thing we worked on was managing stress. And it wasn't necessarily stress about the wedding, it was stress about everything else in their life that they needed to manage so that they could get on with planning their wedding. So that's just an example of how bespoke it would be.
That's a really holistic approach that you have, isn't it, there?
Yes.
So yes, the wedding has probably highlighted these areas in their lives that they're not happy with. But in actual fact, it's a complete lifestyle change that you're helping them with. It's not just the wedding. The wedding's going to be the instigator.
Yes.
But there's much more to it, isn't there?
There's a lot more to it. And the thing with hypnotherapy is these changes are not just, a 6-week diet. It's not, it's not like a quick fix. Oh, you're not, your confidence for your wedding, there you go. But then you've lost all your confidence again after. No, it makes a massive impact on their entire life. And having more self-belief and confidence in ourselves is never going to be a bad thing, is it?
Yeah. I think there's huge pressures on couples these days due to social media in the main to have the perfect wedding, because you're expected to Instagram all your photos and they're supposed to look absolutely amazing as if they could go straight into a bridal magazine.
Exactly.
Huge pressure. So quite aside from the fact that somebody's going to be in the spotlight of people that matter to them, and they want to get everything perfect and everything right on the day. It's been like going in for an exam, isn't it? So apart from that kind of spotlight, they've got this huge external pressure from people that they don't even know, because they're going to be putting their photos on social media. It's huge, isn't it, when you think about it?
It is huge. It is a massive strain on people. And this is becoming increasingly part of my everyday work, in all honesty, about the pressure that people feel to be perfect or seemingly perfect or have the perfect wedding. And it's a, that's a big deal and a lot of pressure. So that is definitely something that I've been working with a lot more in recent months. This idea of perfection, which actually doesn't exist. But
it so doesn't. Because of we've had the pandemic, we haven't had a lot of real weddings, but we've had a lot of styled weddings, and styled weddings are completely fake. It's when you have a model couple, you have a group of wedding suppliers that get together and they create the look of a perfect wedding. So when you look at the bridal magazines, unless it specifically states that this is a real wedding, it's going to be something that's got models, it's all set up. You've got somebody who's making sure it's the perfect light. It's all totally styled. And yeah, the perfect wedding really doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't. And so we do a lot of work on reframing that to what does perfect mean, and actually what's good for you? What will make you happy around your wedding? And this very often brings in pressures around the family as well, because that can be a big issue. Guest lists, that I would say that's one of the biggest ones, actually. And in some ways, the COVID restrictions have kind of, made that perhaps a bigger issue, but maybe easier if you sort of
force. You've got to strip it right back, haven't you? And you just boil it down to the VIPs.
But still, it's just about giving couples that confidence in what they are comfortable with. So even if that is having a difficult conversation with friends and family about how they would like their wedding to go, that can cause a lot of stress. So giving them the kind of self-belief and confidence to work through that is also something that I may work into some work that I'm doing with a couple. But the ultimate goal is for them to feel comfortable, for them to feel in control, ready, prepared, and happy with how their day goes. And even if that means that things go wrong, because things do go wrong. A couple that I worked with recently, it was last year actually, in preparation for their wedding this summer, which hasn't happened. They said that the best part of the work that we did was how it prepared them when everything did go wrong for their wedding. Because instead of really panicking and, thinking this is the end of the world, they were able to put that into perspective, use the techniques that we'd worked through about keeping calm and relaxed, remembering what's important, what they can control. And that was really lovely to see, and a really lovely feedback.
Yeah. Yes, I've been in a very privileged position, and I've officiated legal marriages as well as weddings. And I've seen all kinds of things going wrong. But as long as you have a couple that goes with the flow, and you've got somebody who officiates who is professional and knows what they're doing, you can actually have quite a lot of fun with the things that go wrong.
Yeah.
So I've had grooms that as just as they'd been a guy, just as he was about to say his vows, he swallowed a fly.
Right.
So there he is, coughing and spluttering, and you just take a step back and sort it all out. I've had a bride who, and this is quite common, didn't have anything to eat, and it was a 6 o'clock wedding. So by the time it got to her saying her vows, she felt very, very sick and was about to faint. So all we do, we just say, okay, who's got a nice sugary drink? Anybody got a Coca-Cola? Quick, let's have a little sip. Everything's going to be all right. I've had best men who have decided that they didn't want to have the ring in the lovely presentation box. It would be far better in their own wallet. So they pull out this scruffy old wallet, reach in to pull out the ring, and all their coins fall all over the floor. I can tell you loads of stories.
Yeah.
Things probably will go wrong, but just go with the flow. And you can have some really funny tales and funny stories afterwards and just laugh about it.
Exactly.
Because everybody's there wishing you well. The people that are there are the ones that love you, and they just surrounding you with warmth and good wishes. So, they're not going to laugh at you, they're going to laugh with you.
Exactly. That's the thing, isn't it? It's really, that's a really good point. The people who are at your wedding are people who like you. It's not like you are on live TV. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah, they're on your side.
They're on your side.
There are going to be lots of people that would probably like to talk to you a little bit more about this. So what's your website? Where can we find you on social media? How can we contact you?
Okay, so on Instagram, I'm Hummingbird Hypnotherapy NE, and that is because I'm based in the northeast of England. However, I work with people all over the world. Okay, so don't let that put you off. And I mentioned I've got 3 packages. So there's 2 on the website. One is one that is not on the website, which is pretty exclusive. So that is, if people want to know more about that, they have to contact me directly. And that can involve me traveling to them, and you get more of my time, I guess. But yes, I can deliver via Zoom or Skype or whatever people's preferences are, and that works wonderfully. I've worked with people, like I say, all over the world on this medium. So that's my Instagram, and my website is hummingbirdhypnotherapy.net. Dead easy to remember.
That's fantastic. That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much. And what I'll do is I'll type up all those contacts and make sure that they go into the comments below the video so that people can get in contact with you nice and easily.
Brilliant.
And I've learnt loads. I think it's something that more and more people need in this day and age, especially in the situation that we're in at the moment.
Yeah.
If we can take away the stress in some way, then that's what we're here to do. Thank you, Sylvia,
definitely.
very, very much indeed.
No problem. Lovely to be here.
Okay, you're welcome. So I'm Debbie Skyrme. I'm Celebrant Spain, and I'll put my contact details below as well. So thanks, everyone. Bye.